waiting for you guys to come on. Hello. Hey, Kim. I love you, Kim. Hey, guys. Welcome to My 2 Cents. And, of course, it just makes sense. Today, guys, I'm going live to you from my car. And the reason I'm going live to you from my car is because our topic today is why you don't purchase a home, why you don't purchase a car before you purchase a home. Hi, Kim. I love you. So, guys, the reason that I did this topic because I had a lot of people contacting me, talking to me about why they can't purchase a car first. And we had a couple of situations when we were getting people approved where they lost their approval because they purchased a car before they purchased a home. Hey, Herb, good to see you. Hey, Tracy Martin. I haven't seen you guys in a long time. So let me get you started because I know you at lunch and I want to get you back to your lunch. Hey, Michael Bennett, love you. Let's talk about it. I don't know if you guys remember my last Facebook Live when we spoke about debt to income ratio. Well, the debt to income ratio plays a part. The debt to income ratio plays a part when you're getting qualified with the lender. So let's talk about that. I explained that the lenders take all the debts into consideration into the debt to income. So let's look at the debts. Credit cards, student loans, signature loans, car loans, child support, any debt that shows up on the credit report or debts that the underwriter considers when it's time to get you qualified for a home. So just in case you guys missed it, let me go over it again with you. Hey, Miss Nora. Hey, Erica, Miss Tammy. Credit cards, student loans, signature loans, car loans, and child support are debts that the lender takes into consideration. So let's say CPS and the water bill. Those things are not debts that the lender takes into consideration. So that's not what I'm talking about. So let's look at it. So let's say you're at a 35% debt to income ratio, which is your income versus your debt. Now you go out and you purchase this car. Hey, I got my car, and you rolling down the highway, and now you need your house, or you just got qualified for a house. Now they have to take this debt into consideration of this new car. Now your ratio jumps to 49%. The underwriter may not be able to get you approved. The automated system may not be able to get you approved. What are you going to do at that point? Now, you're going to have to sit down. They're going to have to look at your debts and say, okay, what can you pay off? What if you can't pay anything off? You're now at a 49% ratio. That's why we say, guys, don't purchase the car yet. But then if you say, well, hey, Raquel, I need a car. My car is breaking down. I know I'm qualified for a home, but now my car doesn't work. Well, let me tell you what we did in that situation. I just had somebody to call me a couple of weeks ago and say, Raquel, I got to buy this car, but I need to buy this house. What we did was we worked the numbers out. We worked the numbers out to see what the home, what his mortgage payment was going to be. Then we went and saw, he got with the car dealership, and they worked out the numbers of what the car payment was going to be. So what we did was we looked to see what the debt to income ratio was, and he was in line. Now, if he went a little bit over that payment, there were some things he was going to have to pay off, and we instructed him on what they would need to be. So in that case, he can afford the house and the car. But what if he had went out and bought a car that was too expensive? Then he wouldn't have been able to qualify for that house. And that's what I'm talking about. I've had two other situations when I had clients that we were qualified, we were out looking for a house, and without my knowledge, they went out and bought a car. They went out and bought a car. So let me tell you two different situations that happened. One, they had got qualified for a more expensive house. We had to get a less expensive house. They had a dream house that they really was in love with, but they had to give up that home and find another house. Why? Because they went out and purchased the car, and it dropped how much they were being able to be qualified for. My second couple, they were qualified for like $200,000, $300,000, and what it did was now they were no longer qualified at all. The ratios dropped so bad that they were going to have to afford a house that was like $100,000. Well, they didn't want that. They went out and bought too much house and didn't talk to us first. So what happens is we tell people, do not buy things when you've already been qualified for the bank. Or if you know that you want to buy a home in the next 30, 60, 90 days, let's talk to me first. Let's talk about it. Let's put a plan together. So this is what my next question is. How many of you guys that's on this live cast with me, how many of you guys know you want to buy a house, let's say in December, before the end of the year, you want that to be your Christmas present? If you want to buy a home this year, or if you just want to understand the debt to income ratio, type in on the comment section. Let me know that you want to know how to know what your debt to income ratio is. I will work those out. I'll actually do a live Facebook. I'll come on live and I'll show you. If you get all your debts together, I'll get all my debts together and we'll put them together. I'll do a live cast and show you how we come up with those numbers. My income versus my debt. Well, no, I may not tell y'all my income. Y'all may not. So anyway, I'll do some debt versus income and I'll do a live cast for you and I'll show you what we look for when we get you guys qualified. If that's what you want to do. Let me know. Type in the comment sections, me, I want that information, because either for my kids, either for myself, I want to move in the next 6 months. I would love to give you guys that information. I'm not going to hold you up long. I know this is your lunch period. So anyway, let me know if you want to be involved next week. I'll do it next week for you. Just a special segment for you guys who want to know your debt to income ratio. You'll do it at home and I'll do it on live for you. Thank you for tuning in to My 2 Cents, and it just makes sense. See you guys soon.